So 85% of Shiba Inu coin holders are experiencing the same thing. And we're going to talk about it, address it, and give you guys some insights into what's going on with SHIB in this video. I know, a lot of people frustrated right now with the markets, and I feel it, right? It's tough. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of FUD. There's a lot of um, noise going on right now in crypto. And I think the key here is, the power of being diversified. Okay. You cannot go all in today's crypto environment on one particular thing. Back in 2021, it was a little bit different. You can literally throw a couple darts and, at certain stretches of the market, you could just hit bullseye. And it's very, very different right now. Things are running very specific to what the narratives are. And right now, one of the narratives that's not hot, that's not in, that's not, fashionable is Ethereum. And Ethereum has some competition. Ethereum has struggled, but I do think Ethereum will make its way back, being the top smart contract platform out there. And really, that's the biggest thing missing right now for SHIB. It needs Ethereum. Think about this. SHIB is a Lamborghini running down the Ethereum highway, but the highway has potholes all over the place right now, and they need patched before that Lamborghini can zoom down the highway. That's essentially what's going on because SHIB is an ERC20 token. It needs Ethereum. So that is why many people are experiencing the same thing. And we're going to get into it a little bit, give you guys some insights, and when SHIB could eventually break out of this downturn that it's been in. Now, here's the thing. SHIB has definitely withstood the test of time. It is the top Ethereum meme coin still today, even though prices have been decimated. We're still sitting at a $7.48 billion market cap. And just to go back up toward all-time highs from here, I mean, you're looking at about a 6-7x, which isn't too bad considering, where we are right now. So go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get into this whole 85% number because I know you guys saw it, in the title. 85% of SHIB addresses are not profitable right now. But the big question is why? Well, we started to get at some of that with Ethereum, right? We need Ethereum to move in order for SHIB to move. But Into the Block does a great job breaking things down. This metric right now reflects how many holders are at a loss based on their entry prices. Meanwhile, we have only 10.61% are profitable. Right around 4.5% are basically at break-even point. Now, despite the majority of people being at a loss right now in their holdings, 836 trillion SHIB remain in profit at current prices. And we've seen that Shiba Inu's large holders have increased this week. So SHIB whales are accumulating. This is a good sign. They're not completely leaving. We've seen, these type of whales got into SHIB very, very early. Okay. Probably, way back in, 2020 when this thing, popped off, August 2020. These were the people who were accumulating. They were able to get so much of the supply early on. And they've probably traded this thing. We've seen a lot of the whales come in and out, but their average cost is still so low that they continue to add at various spots on the chart. And right now, we're at an interesting spot, and we'll take a look at that. I was looking at XRP before, but we'll switch over to SHIB here for a minute. And you guys can see where we are right now. We've been in a downturn for a while, but we bottomed out essentially here in early March, and we have been slowly coming up. This is where the whales have been accumulating, right in these zones right here. When we dipped down, we even almost gave a zero back down here on Tuesday, March 11th. Now, it's been brutal. I mean, there's no way we can, get around that. We can't dodge it. Since December 2024, we have been coming down. We got close to about halfway to our all-time high, on the run-up with Trump getting in. And then the whole market has been in disarray. Year to date here in 2025, we're down 40%. But if you're looking for entries, you're looking for positions, you can look across the board. And I guess the big question is, if you believe Ethereum is close to bottomed out, then SHIB should close to be bottoming out. If you still think Ethereum's going to have a run up to 5, 6, 7K at some point this cycle, well, SHIB should outperform Ethereum. So I'm looking at SHIB as a potential, 6 to 7x in my portfolio right now at current holdings. Now, I got in still at half the current price. I'm in there at like 506 on my long-term position. So I'm still holding the line there. I did open up a newer position right around these levels. Again, hoping for about a 6 to 7x once Ethereum comes back. We're all speculating, we're all guessing, but that is a realistic target. So many people will give you a bunch of BS and say, oh my gosh, SHIB's going to go to a penny tomorrow and all of this. I'm not one of those people. I've never been one of those people, even when SHIB was going parabolic back in 2021, which, mind you, we're not going to experience those type of gains again. Guys, we're a $7 billion market cap, okay? It's not going to happen. But it's a top 20 crypto that still, in my opinion, could yield, a 5 to 7x. I'm like in that 6 to 7x range right now with SHIB. So eventually, once Ethereum breaks loose, SHIB should get a momentum up on the chart. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I use my trading indicator XT Algo as a great tool to get in and out of trades at the best times. You could be using this too. So if you're serious about crypto investing this cycle, you're serious, you're in it, all the time, this is a tool that might be for you. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee on this product right now. We've got almost 1,000 people using it. You can access it anytime, anywhere. I walk you through how to set everything up. It's a little over $1 a day when you use the discount code linked down below. And this is definitely going to help you. It's going to give you way better insight on when to get in and when to get out of certain assets, especially if you're looking to swing trade some of these. And of course, with SHIB, to put a bow on this, the volume has been down because Ethereum's volume's down. But right now, we're sitting at about 40 on the RSI. To me, we've been hovering here for a while since the beginning of the year. We have essentially gotten really close to bottoming out, in my opinion. It would take something catastrophic to go down and like lose a zero from here. So this to me is one of those Ethereum bets. Okay, we talk about this all the time. You want to get exposure to Ethereum with more upside. Look at SHIB, look at Pepe, look at Lido DAO, which is liquid staking on Ethereum. Look at Ethereum name service. These tend to run very, very nicely when when Ethereum pops off. Ethereum was up 5% the other day. You had these top Ethereum tokens up about 12%. So they tend to outperform Ethereum itself. Something to consider. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. And again, I'm giving you guys real insight, real information, but this is why so many people are frustrated. I feel it because 85% of people who are holding SHIB are not in the profit right now. But you have to remember, it's not the only coin. It's not the only token in town. You've got to diversify in crypto. You've got to diversify. You've got to be spread out through various sectors. And I think we've learned that, since coming into the markets back in 2020. And I've been trying to teach you guys that along the way. So I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Again, XT Algo, if you guys are serious about trading, serious about investing, this is a tool that can help you. There's a link down below. I appreciate you all for watching the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.